Hi, I'm Scott Gress, ordained pastor and Christian leadership coach. So, why this online, on demand course, Christian leadership training? Well, in my work with congregations and with pastors and with Christian leaders, there's things that they really do well, generally Bible study, preaching, Christian care. But there's always this question: we need more leaders. How do we get more leaders? How do we develop people as leaders? And how do we do this leadership thing better anyway? Those are great questions. Now, there's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of books and classes and even degree programs, but are they Christian? And can you easily take those leadership materials out of the business world and baptize them into the Christian context? So we wanted to deal with that with this online course. And then secondly, of all the resources that are out there, where do you even start? It's kind of overwhelming. I'm not quite sure which part I need the most and which comes first. So we wanted to put it in a logical sequence that you could follow and that made sense. So in Christian Leadership Training 101, we deal with what comes first, the gospel. And how does the gospel inform leadership? That's an important distinction. That's an important lesson that we want to spend some time on. And then, as we understand how the gospel informs leadership, we understand that the Christian leader, how they are, determines what they do. And so, how are you as a Christian leader? Well, you need to grow in that self-awareness. So in the units that follow, we talk about the self-awareness of the leader. We talk about growing in your self-awareness, reducing or shrinking those blind spots that you have about yourself, understanding what you do as a leader and how that might affect other people. And so you get some insights and new awarenesses about that. We talk about power. We talk about authority and participative leadership and servant leadership, and what is that really? And then each unit has a worksheet where you take what was learned and apply it to your life. And how do you apply it? Well, you could do it on your own, but it's best to have a partner or a mentor, or even better, a leadership coach who can ask you important questions that make sense to you, that are customized to you, so that you can look beyond your assumptions and perhaps unseen biases, so that you can be even better as a leader and even healthier as a leader. What comes after that? Well, Christian Leadership 101 is the heart of Christian leadership that begins with the gospel. Christian Leadership 201 has a number of units that deal with the mind of a Christian leader. The mind? Well, Christian leaders think differently. Leaders think differently. And so what are you supposed to think about? What are the filters that you use to make those decisions? Christian Leadership 301 are the behaviors of leaders. What are you actually doing when you do leadership? Those are great questions. And so we get down to some real practical answers and teachings around what leaders do. And then Christian Leadership 401 deals with the words of Christian leaders. Leadership is always talking about the importance of communication. And leadership comes down to conversation. So how do you do those better? What do you say? What do you ask? How do you carry yourself? And so we want to talk about that and deal with that. If you have any questions, I'd look forward to answering them. You can email me. You can call me. You can take a look at scottgress.teachable.com, and I look forward to any way in which I might be helpful. Thanks for watching.